waits for no man and ain't got time to shake your hand. Get that style check, put it in pockets like it's back. Going down.
What's up everybody, it's Delta here, and today's video is going to be an IDK GP because I do not know what I'm going to be talking over. I do not know what the gameplay is, but we will find out in the end and we will watch it together. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know what the gameplay is going to be, guys, but today's video is going to be another esports one. This isn't going to be as much about the e-girls and stuff as last time, but this is going to be more about Nadeshot and Sensor, and other players like them who people hate on, and people just like obviously everybody loves Nadeshot, and then everybody hates Nadeshot, so there's like a love-hate relationship with him, you know. People are like, Nadeshot needs to be dropped from Optic, he sucks, he really sucks, he sucks so much, he sucks so bad, he's the worst player of all time, better with Rambo, all that stuff, right? And then Sensor has no thumbs, he can't play Call of Duty, he sucks, blah 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 blah. Well, guess what? Sensor has what, like 3-4 championships now, 1 MLG or 2 MLGs. I don't know how many MLGs he has, but he won. They won like whatever they won, and then they won this. So yeah, Sensor's a good player, and he's not even that bad. Obviously, people say he has no thumbs, right? Pros say he has no thumbs. So everybody says, oh, he has no thumbs, he fucking sucks. You lost the 1v1 to Sensor, you lost the 1v2 to Sensor, you got outgunned by Sensor, you fucking suck. Oh my gosh, how can you get outgunned by Sensor? You're the worst in the world. How could you get clutched on by Sensor? Your team is absolute shit, right? Pros say he has no thumbs. The reason why pros say he has no thumbs is because they have better shots than him. Because they are also pros, and his shot is a little bit shakier than theirs is. So they say he has no thumbs, and when they say it, they mean it like, hey, it's a joke, but Sensor has no thumbs, I can outshoot him, but he's still a good Call of Duty player. He still has the smarts of a great Call of Duty player. He still knows what to do in a clutch situation. He still knows how to play search and destroy. He still knows where to take the flag when his teammates are spawning on the left side of the map. He still knows what to do in what situations. He's still a good Call of Duty player, and the same goes for Nadeshot. Nadeshot may have a shakier shot. Nadeshot may not hit may not get all the kills he needs, but he still has that S&D smarts, those OBJ smarts that you want in an OBJ player. Yeah, I know. People say like, oh, Nadeshot goes negative, and then other people say like, oh, well, it's because he has 3 Slayers on the team now. Of course he's gonna go negative. And my opinion on that is like, well, Nadeshot could still go positive, right? He could like Nadeshot and Sensor. A lot of pro players go negative. Nadeshot could still go positive, right? Like he could still get like, because he'll be like 22 and 24 or something like that. He could still go 24 and 22. And no, even who cares if he goes 22 and 24? He's still putting up kills, even though he's dying the same amount of time as he's getting kills. He's still putting up kills. For an OBJ player to put up 20 something kills, 30 something kills, however much kills he puts up for an OBJ player, and then the rest of his team is Slayers, that's pretty good. They're in a pretty good position. Once their team gets on fire, they're going to be a great team. They're most likely going to win all the events in this Call of Duty's life cycle. In the lifespan of Advanced Warfare, they're probably most likely going to win the rest of the events. Yeah, I know they lost Columbus. That was that first time with the new team on LAN experience. You're not always gonna do great, okay? They're building that chemistry. They're building it while they're at the Optic House. They're building it more when they're playing on LAN against other great teams on LAN. And other people, oh my gosh, like this is just like a little bit of like a Columbus, Sensor, Nadeshot, Aches recap right here, because listen. Everybody's saying that you guys lost to fucking Aches with a cut in his hand. He had a deep ass cut on his thumb. His controller had blood all over it because he was playing so recklessly with this cut ass thumb that you guys lost him. Optic, you fucking suck. Do you guys not know that Aches is a 19-time champion now? He is single-handedly the most winningest champion on Call of Duty, on the title Call of Duty on LAN. Right? He has 19 LAN championships. 19 local area network championships. You know what that says for somebody? It says they're the greatest. It says he's the best. Alright? He has the most championships. And so what if his thumb was messed up? Did you see them versus Prophecy? His thumb was messed up. He wasn't used to playing with his thumb being cut. And they didn't get any practice time. They got 3-0'd by Prophecy. Okay? Then they go. He's playing a little bit better. He's getting a little bit better. He's getting used to the pain in his hand. And they start winning. No duh, they're going to win. Aches is a smart player. He still knows how to clutch up. He still has that mindset. And all he has to think about now is not to challenge every single gunfight. Before, Aches could challenge every single gunfight, and at least people would think he'd come out on top. All he had to think about this time was not to challenge every gunfight, and he'd be good. They have Slasher, Censor, and Apathy who could all put up numbers. Okay, people are gonna say Censor can't put up numbers, but he can. He can. Okay. So Aches, all he needed to worry about was not challenging every single gunfight, and he'd be good because Aches is a smart player, and I don't know if you guys know this, but people play with broken bones in baseball. People play with broken bones in the NFL. Now they may not do it as much anymore because of the new guidelines and the new rules and safety and all this stuff, but they did. They played with concussions and stuff in the NFL. You play with concussions in high school football. People play with broken fingers in high school football and stuff. It's not something that is impossible. Aches playing with a cut on his thumb. It's like the same thing as somebody playing with a receiver playing with a broken finger in football. People do it all the time and win games. Aches is a true competitor. So if you guys are trying to take away from Optic, I mean, you guys could take away from Optic saying that they lost to Aches with a messed up thumb, but I see Aches as a true competitor, and I see that no matter, like, if he had like a full cast on his arm and he couldn't even move any of his fingers, then I could see him not being able to compete, and it would be hard for them to win. But if Aches has a cut on his hand or one broken finger or something like that, I could see him adapting and winning tournaments. Just because it's Aches, just because he's a true competitor. Any other player like Crim6, Formal, Nadeshot, Scump, Clayster, JCap, Merc, Proofy, all these players, I can see them all doing the same thing. Yeah, sure, they don't have as many championships as Aches. They don't have that high of what is it? I can't think of the word, but they're not like on the same tier as Aches to a lot of people because Aches has all those championships. But they're all competitors. They're all true competitors in my eyes, and they all would play with like messed up fingers, messed up hands, cuts, all this stuff. They would all play because they're true competitors. I played with I played football, not Call of Duty, but I played with like cuts, bruises, sprained wrist, sprained ankle, jammed fingers and stuff like that. We had to play. I was a receiver. I had to play with that stuff. It's just something that you do in sports, and esports is gonna see this too. You can't just take something away from a team. Like, you can't say that Aches, like when FaZe lost to Prophecy, people were saying Aches is the reason they're losing to Prophecy. It's because Aches thumb. They lost to not Prophecy. I don't know what team they lost to. I think it was probably Prophecy though. They lost 3-0 or whatever. Whoever they lost 3-0 to, it was their first game of the day. They weren't warmed up, and the whole team, they lost by like over 100 points in a hard point, and people were like, oh, it's because Aches is a factor. If Aches wasn't hurt, they'd win. Not the way they were playing. They lost by over 100 points. You don't lose by over 100 points because of one person. Unless it's like, oh, I'm the anchor and I get outgunned, then they get the hill, they get the spawns. Oh, I'm the anchor, I get outgunned, they get the hill, they get the spawns. Like 3 times that happens, maybe you lose by 100 points because of one person. But the whole team was playing bad that game. That series, the whole team was playing bad, so it wasn't Aches' fault that they were losing. The whole team stepped it up during the losers bracket. The whole team stepped it up when they came back to the grand finals. It wasn't just Aches. So you guys got to see FaZe is a competitor. Optic Gaming is a competitor. All these people on these teams are great players, and it's going to be a great season for Call of Duty. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is a great competitive game. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, guys. Just a little end rant right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Censor's a good player. Nadeshot's a good player. Aches is a great player. Aches is a good player. I'm going to say that. I'm an Optic Gaming fan. All these players are good. Scump, Crim6, Formal, Clayster, Nadeshot, Embos, Proofy, TP, Karma, Aches, Censor, Apathy. Let's see, who else? Slasher, Saints, Nameless. All these people are good players. I could go on with naming good players. Sharp, Theory, Goonjar, Looney. They're all good players. All these people are good players. But people always have to find something to hate on. Always. Like Nature, he's a great player. But people always find something to hate on. And it's sad because it's like you can't just give them what they deserve. Like, oh, he's a great player. He's accomplished a lot. Even though he hasn't accomplished a lot in like tournament wise, he's gotten high placings. Like he hasn't placed outside of top 8 that many times. Like if Nature was bad, he'd place outside of top 8 like at least 12 times. And that hasn't happened. All right. Most of his tournaments they placed in top 8. I know there was a few where they're like top 15, top 16, top 12 and stuff like that, but that's just like that was just like a little span of stuff. Like that was just a bad time for Optic Gaming. All right. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't. Comment down below, tell me how you felt about this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the annotation to the left to see my previous video and the one below to go to my second channel. I will see you guys next time.